We're continuing Daat Utvuna of Rabbeinu Yosef Chaim Baghdad. I just want to say before we start, the first 3 chapters in Daat Utvuna, they're very long, and he repeats himself a lot. So I'm just going to pick certain parts of the first 3 chapters, even though he writes in his Akdama that you have to learn the first 3 chapters 7 times before you can start the book. Our generation is Yatme de Yatme. So we're only going to take certain parts. I don't want to bore the reader with the same thing that he's just going to repeat himself 30 times, which is needed. Saying that you're not allowed to make image out of the things we're learning. It's all a mashal. He's basically going to repeat the same thing over and over. It's all a mashal. It's all a mashal. It's all a mashal. There's no even letters. I mean, when we say yud ke vav ke, it's not even letters. It's not even when we say orot, lights, it's just a mashal. The only reason why we use the word light is because it's the most spiritual thing that a person could see and feel. You understand? So that's why I just want to take only a couple of points over here. So let's continue. It says over here, we're going to find in the Zohar Truma, Va'afilu kol b'nei alma, even if the whole world, says the Zohar in Zohar Truma, Ad la yetun b'hai alma, kol hu kaimin b'kiyumayu b'tikunayu ki gavna de kaime b'hai alma, b'chad otzar de taman kol nishmatin da alma midlabshan b'tikunayu. Before you were born, you were in your, like this, how you standing, the way we sitting over here, it's a place in the Shamayim called the otzar. The otzar of nishamot, and the way you are sitting over here, that's how you were over there. When it's time for you to be born, God calls one of the angels that are in charge of this otzar. He says, go call me Gabriel. Go call me over here. Call him over here. And he says, go down there. Zil aiti li ruach ploni bahishata atiyai nishmata midlabsha b'diknai dai alma. Go down there and find a certain ploni that right now he's procreating and doing the mitzvah prayer, and take this neshama and put it inside that guy's that brings kids. And he says, I make you swear. Your job in this world is to know the secrets of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Before I'm putting you inside the person's thing, I'm making you a swear to know the razad memnuta. It's a Zohar Truma. Look at the things they make a person swear. The Gemara in Nida, it's also a similar Gemara in Nida, where Hashem makes a person swear, you're going to be a tzaddik, v'al teh rasha. The Gemara is written for the Pashat Pshat. Okay, be a tzaddik, don't be a rasha, come back as clean as you left over here. But the truth is in Zohar Truma. The Zohar Truma says that they make you a swear. It says, look, anyone who's born in this world, who lived in this world, that it was, and he doesn't want to know it, it would have been better if he wouldn't have been born into this world. Big lishonot. It's big lishonot. See, the ikar is not just to say, oh, it's a hilula of the Ari, it's a hilula of the Rashash, I dipped in the mikveh of the Ari. All these things are very nice, huh?
Gemara means this?
The Gemara is really talking about this. This is the real pshat.
Zohar says that the Gemara is talking about this?
No, I'm telling you that. What, it can't be... this guy is going to be a Pashtan. Let's read him from Gemara Nida. This one is going to...
How is he a Rasha?
Who? Whoever doesn't... Tiyit tzaddik v'al tiyit rasha. And he says...
someone who's not learning is a Rasha?
He's a rasha. But what is it? You read for me the words. Tavle... 3 lines from the bottom. Tavle delayid bere. Repeat. Translate for me. What's tavle? Better for him, delayid bere, if he wouldn't have been born. That means a person could live his whole life and he knows all of Shas, finished Daf Yomi 7 times. He did all the mitzvot, did Pidyon Peter Chamor. Tavle delayid bere. Hashem said thank you, but no thank you. What do you want me to tell you? I'm just reading you the Zohar. It's not my words. Hadao dichtiv, atah horeta. You're looking at me like I'm making this stuff up. Okay, listen, sometimes a person wakes up and I know tav le delayid bare means it would have been better that he wouldn't have been born. That's even worse than that. That's a nice way of saying it. Pardon me. Maybe we should open up the Zohar Truma and see it inside. Maybe it will put more light. Maybe you won't like what it says over there. Okay? Go open up Zohar Truma, not now, when you get home. Page 161, Amud Bet. Page 161, Amud Bet. Alright? In the old Fus. Not in the new Fus. In the Fus Yashan. Ladat. Leminda, listakla, berazad, mimnuta, berazad oraita. What's the point of learning Sefer Bereshit and Shemot? It's all a bunch of stories, says the Zohar. You think God is interested in telling you a bunch of stories? Is that the point of writing the Torah, to tell me stories, Gabriel? So wow, how the Shvatim were so strong and how they fought against Yosef. Well, it's writing a history book for us.
In the first stages, we have to see, we have to understand what's going on.
In the first stage.
And then
you could
into
jump.
the deep.
And then you could jump.
But
Yes.
now we have to see the picture first.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but how about those people who say that the Torah is just full of skaska? It's a skaska book.
It's already different.
Why? It's saying nice stories over there. There's love over there. There is war. There is fight. Yaakov sees his wife. Suddenly he picks up the rock. Suddenly he's as strong as 3 shepherds. Why not? The brothers are fighting over the blessings.
It's only the first book.
Huh?
First book.
Okay, second book is also stored. Third book too, but not Vayikra.
They
Vayikra
say
is
all
all.
Zohar in the Bereshit over there. All the secrets inside over there.
Bamidbar, he fights against Moshe. Moshe opens up the earth. Everybody falls inside. Moshe is fighting against the giant Og. What is this over here? Stories? There's Razad Memnuta. Secrets of the Meheman, the Emunah. All the Emunah is inside these stories, right? Sefer Hayashar, the Ramban calls it. O Timtza B'Tikunim. It's also written in Tikunei Zohar, Daf Vav. דאי ברנש לא ידע אורייתה ואגרה לפיקודה יהודי לב ועונשין תלה למד דבר לפיקודה ומן דו דבר אורייתה. Person doesn't know the Torah. He doesn't know the sachar of the mitzvot. He doesn't know the punishment of the averot. He doesn't know who's the one who created the Torah. Who created the Torah? Hashem. Maybe it's not that simple. Which midah of Hashem took out the Torah? Is it Chokhmah? Is it Zah? Is it Anukva? Is it Torah? What's Torah Sheba'al Peh? What's Torah Shebichtav? Where am I mitaken when I'm learning Gemara? Where am I mitaken when I'm learning Chumash? Leave me from all this. Arba Abot Lizikin, just give me the Pshat, Hashor V'Habor, Hamav'eh V'Hever, give me the Lulav, let me go like this. And, come on, this is the Torah.
Says be
The
simple.
Torah is,
It
what is this for you? A joke?
It says be simple with the guy.
Yeah, be simple with the God. Be simple. Be simple means don't live a life and build yourself mansions and run after richness and wealth. Be simple with Hashem in the service of Hashem. Hapashut hu baketer. You should know that. In the Ari, it says over there, Slicha, that the God reveals Himself through the Shemot, which is a mashal. So I could take God's name, Yud Kei Vav Kei. Just Yud Kei Vav Kei. That's the simplest form of His name. But then I could do Yud Kei. Yud Kei Vav Kei. What is that called? Ribua. Multiplication. Yud, then Yud Kei, then Yud Kei. That's already called Achorayim. When God reveals Himself through that, it gets complicated already. It's Din. And then I could do even more Din. I could fill the name up. Yud Vav Dalet. Hey and Yud. Vav, Yud, Vav. Milui, Ab. That's even more Din. I keep on going. And then I could do the multiplication of that.
Then Yud K, Vav.
Of course it is, because Yud K, Vav K is a ribua of the simplest form. But Ab is already a Milui. Milui is Gematria Elokim. It's much more Din. Now it's not Din compared to other things, but it's still Din because it's Milui. It means I don't already perceive Hashem through His simplest form. So says the Ari, the simplest form of Havaya is Yud K, Vav K. And that's called Keter. The simple person always knows that he's in Keter. Person who doesn't look for kavod, doesn't look for rambiose and grandiose things in this world. Pashur, he doesn't have a shamash. He goes to the store, does his own shop. Rav Tzion Bracha, he had his own yeshiva, Lashem. He was the first one who opened up Lashem. When he used to be into the store, he used to go shopping himself. He was a mailman, and he was the chazan of Mordechai Sharabi. One time he said Nishmat Kol Chai for 40 minutes. And people in the Yeshivat Mekubalim Shel Rashash, Like, let's go already here. How much could the guy say Nishmat Kol Chai? Nishmat Kol Chai. How much could you say? 40 minutes he was saying Nishmat Kol Chai. You would like this kind of minyan because you like everything slowly, this and that. For them it was, even for them it was tough. You have to understand, guys. All the Olam Haba is learning Torah. That's the whole Olam Haba. In Olam Haba, that's all you do. You learn Torah. How come you don't feel it right now? Because you're too much milui. You're too much ribua. Be pashut, like you said. Be simple with Hashem. Then you're gonna feel it. You understand? How life passes by. Shavavim just started. We're already in the 4th week. Close your eyes, Shavavim is gonna end. Close your eyes, it's gonna be Purim first. You're already jumping to Pesach.
1 month.
Close your eyes. 1 month, 30 days later is Pesach. Sfrat Omer, Shavuot. Already the end of the year. Rosh Hashanah. Another year. Chatov ve'echol. Learn the Razah de Me'emuta. Says Rav Chaim Vital in Sha'ar Gilgulin. My Rebbe told me, somebody who has a thick head. Gemara is not for him. He learns Gemara, he doesn't understand it. Try your luck in Sod. That's what he told Rav Chaim Vital. Try your luck, why not?
Who said that?
Ari told Rav Chaim Vital.
Why he didn't say Gemara?
He did. You know whose Rebbe was? The Al-Sheikh. Rav Chaim Vital had smicha from the Al-Sheikh, who had the Al-Sheikh HaKadosh, who got smicha from Rav Yosef Karo, who had smicha from Rav Yaakov Beirav. You know who to get smicha from Rav Yaakov Beirav is? He was the Rav Yosef Karo. Karo considered him his Rebbe. He wasn't really his Rebbe, but considered him his Rebbe. Rav Yaakov Beirav was the Rav Ovadia Yosef of his generation. So he was Gaon in the Pshat, but it didn't interest him too much. The Ari, on the other hand, when he used to learn Gemara, he had a shiur on Gemara every day. He used to learn Gemara, every time he used to learn Gemara, he used to do 6 perushim, al pi Pshat, and the 7th perush, al pi Asod. Every Gemara, when he used to learn Gemara, he used to make sure he used to sweat a lot. He used to turn off the AC.
Who?
The Ari. Turn off the AC. Your kind of guy. He would wear a coat, and he would make sure the room was and he used to learn till he would be mazia. He used to sweat. Buckets used to come from him, the Ari. Too bad he passed away at the age of 38.
Why? Why would he sweat?
Huh?
Why would he sweat?
There's an inyan to sweat when you're learning Gemara.
The toilet?
To total. There's an inyan. We're at different levels over here. But greatness of the Ari. Let's finish the paragraph over here. But the point is, you have to know who made the Torah, who built the Torah, who made the Torah, who made the Torah Sheba'al Peh, what's the reward of the Torah, what's the Gan Eden, what's the Gehenom, who gave the Torah to Israel. That means there is the Midah of Hashem that made the Torah, and there's the Midah of Hashem who gave the Torah. Haraya, Gemara, this week's parasha. They saw Hashem Ki'ilu, like a warrior on the Yam Suf. Then they perceived Hashem like an old teacher in the Har Sinai. It's 2 different midot. Keter versus Zah. Keter versus Zah. Huh? The Ari HaKadosh taught us, of course. It's the Zohar. How does one become afraid of Hashem? And that's why David told Shlomo Beno, Daat Utvuna, know your God and serve him. You hear what he says? Know your God. He didn't say have emunah, go like this, clap and dance, b'simcha, and that's it. Know your God. Da'at Elohei avicha v'ovdeu. Know your God and serve him. That's why the Chachamim say, Lo am haaretz chasid. Am haaretz will never be a chasid. Ven bur yerechet. What is the Pirkei Avot trying to tell us when he says that? And am haaretz chasid. Like you said, be simple with Hashem. I keep Shabbat, I keep Kashrut, and am haaretz chasid. No matter how machmer you are, you never will be a chasid. And bur yerechet. And you're a bur, that means you're empty of limut Torah, you'll never be a yerechet. If you don't know, you're a bur. And a bur will never be a rechet. You must learn Torah. Must. Somebody texted me the other day. He might be watching the shiur. So, say the cowboy. Tells me, listen, I have a friend, this, that. He wants to be Chazer B'Tshuva. He wants to make a tikkun for Goya. Tikkun. What am I going to tell him right now? Take a metal chain, wrap yourself up, fast, give to Pidyonot. So I asked the question, is this guy religious? He says, Kakoi religious. He's just starting to get into it. I said, first thing, tell him to go to yeshiva or to kollel, learn 2 hours of Torah a day. Without this, we cannot start with the tikkunim. Until he doesn't know Torah, mitzvot, masim tovim, bizmale v'dagush ba'alachot, ba'agada, b'chumash, b'mishnah, b'gemara, b'halacha, he can never start doing tikkunim. It's impossible. What's the point? You're just going to go back to the same avera. En bur yereched. Ulama is hasid. If you're going to look at the Ben Ish Chai, I'm reading to you the words of the Ben Ish Chai. If you're going to look inside the Zohar HaKadosh, שמדברים בחיוב האדם בלימוד סודת Torah, that speak about the obligation of every human being to learn the secrets of the Torah. ידע שבאמת אי אפשר לפתור עצמו בשום אופן. You could never fulfill your obligation in this mitzvah. מלימוד הקדוש, ואין צורך להאריך יותר בזה, and I don't have to continue in this dibur. That means a person has to try his best to learn Sodot HaTorah from a Rebbe, from a person, from the Sfarim, and he always has to try his best to look inside, to know this Chokhmah, because that's his ikar of his Olam Haba, this world. To work for this, for the next one. And I'm going to add to the Ben Ish Chai. Who am I? But I'm going to add something I saw in other Sfarim. The ikar of the tikkun of this generation is knowing Sodot Torah. The ikar, the tikkun of our generation, is what you're recording right now and saying this. Baruch Adonai Le'olam.